No, not like that. More like this. Life is great. Most of the time, anyway. Life can be networked to form systems. Our medical and safety, after all, lives depend on our technology. Along with quality, we're also working on the challenges of the future: automation, cybersecurity, data analysis, networking, and more. Because ventilation over many years. And also, our next product generation combines all our high-performance ventilation. APRV prevents ARDS.
Patient, not on the devices, and the connected technology. Now the technology has advanced so much. Now this device can be connected, like if you have server and gateway, this can be connected, and also remotely you can from your mobile or from your laptop also directly you can see what is going on this ventilator. So you can see also the device utilization. Currently this device is on condition or it is off condition if it is working. So this is the ventilation unit which is delivering your gas to the patient. So, and there is two more additional features. You can also like GS 500, which is also coming. Devices always like, so we all know like the incident of the, so this inspiratory safety valve is also can be dismantled from the device by the user. So till now no other complaint, like if your expiration valve also get failed. It's like again one more safety mechanism. There are two valves. Patient can also expire through this inspiratory valve. So this is not only act as a inspiratory valve at that time. So even your expiratory valve also where something get blocked in the expiratory circuit, at that time also patient can inhale and exhale during the the expiratory valve. So this is also very simple, like lock unlock symbols are there, so you can remove and take it out. And that's just one more feature I will see. So it's not just a simple like expiration valves here. So there is ejector over here. So like if you know about Babylog 8000, so drivers like ejectors, what normally it actually do during your high frequency ventilators, like for active expiration. So normally high frequency is known as like active inhalation and active exhalation. So there will be a venturi inside this. So because of that venturi, so there will be always a continuous flow that's coming through this vent machines. So you can see here. So it will pass through this. There is a venturi and as well as a silencer. Because if there is a very high flow pass through this, you will like be able to hear a lot of noise. So they have also given a silencer. So it will not able to hear like any noise even there is a flow passing through this. And what is the purpose of passing this flow? So because when this flow will pass through this venturi, so it will also actively pull. So like venturi, when there is a high flow go through some vessels, so it will create a negative pressure in the side. So like when the train moves very fast, so it will also pull. Like if you stand just near to the train which is moving very fast, so there is a chances it will always pull. So they use the same principle here. So when the gas flows through this, it will also pull the expired gases. So like actively it is you are pulling the expired gases also during HFOV. And also in certain cases, like when machine detects some unfavorable situation, like the pressure goes very high and the PIP goes very high, that condition also for the safety reason, so it will get activated. This is a kind of safety mechanism, so that whatever pressures you are setting, it will never get delivered because it's a completely wipes and inspiratory port. So that during inspiration only it will go to the patient. So it will connect over here, somewhere here, or during nobody will connect in the expert. So if you connect over here, then you will always be there will be a loss of anesthetic agents and and this nebulization. So this nebulization particles also may damage your flow sensors. So our engineers. And yes, one more thing I want to say here. So whenever you are not using the data, then maybe I will tell a little bit about this indicators. So this indicator. So you can easily like see some symbol in the screen, and also for the study purpose you can also take the screenshot of the like whatever happening. You can also take the screenshot. But we will like it will enter into the standardized thing. So right now this battery is activated. From the main switch. So just from the switch up, you should press this indicator. Press and hold this indicator. Then this message will come in the touchscreen. So you have to touch. Sorry. You have to confirm. Then again this rotary knob will get highlighted. So it will not get shut down. So this is for safety purpose. So like sometimes somebody should not immediately press and the machine should get it shut down. So suppose this feature is not there, if I press it here, so unfortunately if I press like during ventilation, if it is connected to the patient, it will get shut down. So that is the one like safety feature. So we want to confirm. Then again this is also one more step safety feature. So that this device should not. So you can see the device is blank, but the device is not still turned up. So you should wait till this power LED is gone. This green indicator is completely like now the device is dead. So just wait till this this LED is like consider asking you to the battery. Consider the battery test. Here you can see near the battery symbol there is a warning symbol like as a continuously passing. So this machine has also one more feature like battery test. So if you perform the battery test, so means it will take the previous patient data, and for the new patient, yes, you have to enter everything. So if you enter into the new patient, it will always ask you still like if you want to take the system test result of old data. So if you are using the same circuits, so if you want to like in the previous system test, it might have calculated the resistance, compliance, leakage, everything. So if you are using still the same patient and same circuits, so you can also still consider the same system result status from the previous system test. Otherwise, you can also do a new one. So here you can see there are 3-4 tabs. Like here, first tab is for the system test. So here you can see the system test start and what are the things we are going to perform during the device check. And one more thing in the right side, you can see the quick start ventilation. So in case of emergency, suppose you are already in hurry, the patient has arrived, you don't have time to do all this device check. So you can also quick start the ventilation. So you can just click and you can do all the settings, just like minimum settings, like it will skip, you can see it is skipping breathing system test and also the system test. It will directly go into the patient, like that is minimum and bare minimum parameters you should say. So the therapy settings, patient category, weight of the patient, and you are going to NIV, like what NIV or a tube or a therapy. So you can directly start the ventilation. So yes, if you have already time, like in what we normally recommend, so if you know like the patient is coming, so you should be ready with like doing all the system test and keep the device ready. So yes, here you can see. So this is a confirmation. So now we can able to hear the sound. So you have to confirm. So here yes. So it will go to the next step. So every time like doing certain test, it will ask your permission, and you are aware that it is happening. It is not doing everything automatically. So it also require your intervention. So that everything is properly fitted, like circuits, amplifier, filters. So here I can do, here you can see the battery test. So I will do it again. So you go to the system test. Here below you can see the battery test. Can everyone see the battery test? So once you start, So you can start a full start, anything you can start. So it will keep on running. So you can see the battery test in progress. So it will take, so remaining test duration hours, it is showing around 9 hours. So it will take 9 hours. And the breathing circuit system. So here also one important thing, like if you are using some dragger circuits, so there are also a lot of accessories like dragger circuits, vents targeted and basics. So these are the all dragger circuits, and also you have if you are using reusable, disposable, and also so you can select your circuit also accordingly. It will, like, machine will take the compliance, resistance, and everything. So what it will ensure that more accuracy of delivery to the patient. And the breathing circuit. So you should do all the breathing circuit system tests. Here you can see the leakage. It will also calculate the leakage, compliance, so respiratory resistance, the respiratory resistance of the circuit. So it will consider everything into account. So, and it will compensate. So suppose there is some leakage, so it will consider that leakage and it will compensate that leakage. So suppose there is a 2 ml, 5 ml leakage was already there, and the machine will ensure, so it will increase the flow a little bit. So that leakage will compensate it, so that your patient will get like whatever you are setting. And yes, in the patient category, so this is only for the neonates and pediatrics. So you can select the patient category and also the size of the web, and you can select the therapy type, neonatals, NIV or O2 therapy. O2 therapy you are using or you have not used? So in case of tube, okay. So in case of, like, if you are selecting tube and neonates, so what you can see, you can select all these modes. Like you can use in tube modes, you can use. So this operator manual is also like completely integrated inside the device. So that also, like if you want to know more about some parameters also, it will give you the, you can also directly read and understand from there how it works. And if you go to NIV, so you will see, so only two modes are available. One is just nasal INV, so in other ventilation molecule called there is nasal INV and the CPAP. So they have not given like while you are using the NIV, so there will be a chances of leakage, like always. So whatever the tidal volume it is showing, so suppose your device is showing 2 ml, so definitely that is not going to your patient. And what your patient is getting, this not sure. And also the expired tidal volume will not be monitored properly, so you will get a lot of alarms. So just to get rid of these alarms, so they have selected this like while you are using prongs and mask, so you can use this mode. So there will be a lot of alarm, unnecessary alarms you will not get. So if you will use mask and you will not using flow monitoring, and you are selecting this mode. But in case if you still want to use NIV and you are okay with all these alarms, because you know, like this, even any of these ventilators, so even they are monitoring, but it's not accurate monitoring. So if you still want to use, like if you want to put your flow sensor and you want to use the nasal prongs, because the flow will not come back. And also what we have seen, like if you are using a nasal prongs, very longer one, even if it is not connected to the patient, you can see the nice graphs and the nice ventilation. Actually it is only because of this resistance the pressure is getting created. So that's why there is no point of giving all these like messages which is not real. So that's the reason they have not given, and really they use only nasal INV. Like in most of, like ventilation low, air pressure low will not come, because this resistance will always create certain pressure. You can see the graph, but only you have to look at the patient parameters at that time. So if you So these are the same parameters like so in the tube, if you select spontaneous CPAP, it's a spontaneous CPAP, if all the same parameters you will get, so only the pressure support you will not get, because it will not able to trigger, because the flow sensor is not connected, so it will not able to detect the patient effort. But again, if you are using NIV and you are using this mode, the pressure support, yes, you can see everything is off. Now it will not give you alarm because your minute ventilation, because we know it's always the alarm will come like minute ventilation low. So in other ventilation, what they are doing, no? So they are giving the monitors, but it's a pause and it will give you keep on giving MB low, tidal volume low. Means unnecessary, you know like this alarm are false, but it will still give. But here you can see there is no alarm. So some only like major things like O2 supply, nitrous supply, but it will give you that it is off. That means you are using NIV. That's why the means you are like consciously you are doing the NIV. But if you still want to use that way, you can always select NIV and approve. But you know like what you are actually. So if you are like very sure there is no leakage, so you can see this leakage sometimes. Yes, this is like we call now this is nasal IMD. So it will give you a mandatory zero, irrespective of like it will maintain. So it is just like giving nasal CPAP and nasal IMD. We call it the intermittent mandatory ventilation. But here in trackers only the terminology is different. PC, CMB is controlled. CMB and IMB both are same only. So it's only the terminology you get some other machines they call it as nasal IMB. So see, so once you start, so first it will ask you for the secondary acoustic. So this is a safety acoustic alarm. So you can hear this alarm sound, then you can confirm. You have to select yes. So is the inspiratory host and expiratory host is connected. So here machine is not testing anything, it is just confirming. So you have to confirm. So again it's again a question for you. So if you say no, so message it's partially completed. You get a red symbol there. So here it is, you can yes, no, and the next step. So if you select yes, so it will perform the test. So if you select no, that means the test has been failed. But if you select the next test, so it will skip the test. So sometimes what happens, some tests like O2 sensor calibration and also pressure sensor calibration, that doesn't require to calibrate every time. Because if you calibrate pressure sensor calibration, it will take 3 minutes. So that's why they have given the next, you can skip that test. So, but once the 3 months reach, so you have to do. But if you skip at that time, so it will come as a red color. But now if it is calibrated like 1 month before, if you skip it will not come as a red color. So like here, so there is
calibrate everything.
Oxygen
so till that time maybe we can just discuss calibration and little bit.